Now I want to make some 3D animation. Obviously, we have done by using Comet 3, but now I want to perform some animation using that loop itself, right? I'm not using Comet function. By using that loop, I want to perform that animation. So simply I have used mass grid. Okay. So for generation of 3D plot, we use mass grid. So I use mass grid, take a limit from -4 to 4, 0.2. So obviously when we pass only one value here, it generates same data for X and Y. Okay. Same number of rows and columns like that. So we will get X, Y as a matrices. After that, just to use X, Y, I use this function square root of x square plus y square, okay, and store that in R. So now this R is the function of X and Y of these two things. Now I want to use this R in a sync function. I will pass this in a sync function, okay. You can take any function. I have considered here one sync function, okay. So just to plot some, I can say make some 3D plot randomly. I have taken this function, okay. So you can take any mathematical function. So simply I have used this R. After that I settle these axes, okay, -4, 4 like this. This is for the x-axis, this is for the y-axis, this is for the z-axis. So x min, x max, y min, y max, z min, z max, like this. So these are the values for the axis. If you will not set that axis, it will vary actually plot. You will not get that smooth figure, right? After that, I use this loop. Okay, I use this loop, and I pass this in sync function, this R, and I multiply with one variable. Actually, on that variable, I can say this Z is varying. Okay, I want to plot this Z. Whatever the value of I have this X and Y, based on that I generated this R, and I'm passing this R, obviously it's a two-dimensional, then I'm getting third dimension by using this two-dimension X and Y. Okay, I have used here one additional factor that may be another value, any value may be there. I use that just to make change in this function, in this Z function, and finally I plotted this Z, okay, by using surf function simply. Here, just to display this value of k, what is the value of k, I use this thing. So we know that if you want to display something over the figure, we use this text function. Okay, so this is the text, and first we have to pass the location. At what location you want to print some value. Okay, so I'm just writing this program, and you can get the idea what is the objective of this, and each line will be familiar. Okay, I think in MATLAB that will make more understanding and more meaningful. So edit, animate underscore PROG program. This is fine. Okay, or I can copy this also, right? Then I can show you the impact of this line just to save time. Okay, I just copy this. Yeah, so I can comment some lines, so you can observe effect of those lines later. So I'm just commenting this string. Okay, I'm commenting this. Yeah, and I'm commenting this axis also first time, so you can get idea about this also. And I run this. Okay, so when I run this, you can check here. Right? So this is executing in this way. So you are getting very smooth variation because I have settled this value, right? These I can say increment. So obviously these increment will decide the iteration, how many times this loop is going to execute, and this pause I have considered 0.01 second. So you are getting this kind of a smoothness. If you change this, you will get some different speed of that plotting. Okay, So here I think data is plotted in one time and only within the limits things are changing. So this axis is not impacting, right? By default we are getting the same thing. So if you on this or off, it is not making any difference here. Okay, I hope. Like this. Now I want to put that value of k here. Okay, at this point I want to put that value. Suppose I have this space. Suppose I have this space. I want to put some value here at this place. So at this place I know this is basically x-axis. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, and this is z-axis. Okay, so here you can observe in x-axis, if I want to put something on this, I can say on this plane. So this value is 4. So I'm just moving here. So I can take x is equal to 4. Okay. And in y direction, again I can take 4. Okay. So y is 4. And in z direction, so suppose I want to put at this side. So I take z is 0.7, for example. So in this way, I have selected these values. Okay. So in program, you can check, I have taken these values. So in program, here I have taken 440.7. Okay. So now this text is clear how these values are written. Now, what is the meaning of this string? Okay. What is this string? So in string, we have one function as printf. So by using as printf function, you can create some dynamic string. That string is changing, we can say, as we use a printf, right? So here you can use as printf. So here in the same way, I have written k is equal to 1.2. That means I want to print values after 2 decimal points in the same way. And this k value will be printed over here. And this whole thing will converted in a string. Okay. And that string is utilized here. Okay. That string is utilized here. So if again I run this, now you can check I'm getting the value of this k here. Okay. This k is changing, and according to that k value, this plot is changing. Okay. So if you want to change the size of this k or color of this k, that is also possible. Okay. For that you can use here as printf. Okay. Or you can in text. This will not, this is as printf we cannot use this. You have to use all these features here itself. Okay. So you can change font size. If you want to change font size, you can change font. Suppose I use here font size 16. Okay. If you want to change color, you can change color also. Suppose you want to make color, suppose red. Okay. So you can add the color also. Now you can check here like this. Okay. So these values are changing and you are getting this. Fine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, one more thing is that I want to create one movie, right? Or I want to create one video of this. Suppose I want to put this in my presentation, and obviously I will not open MATLAB and run. If you are giving presentation, especially you are showing simulation, all those things, that's fine. But if you are not showing simulation, you are not running MATLAB, you want to just plot, show this variation, all these variation in a form of a video. So how you can create that video, right? So I am including that thing also. You can create one video and you can put that in your presentation. So for any animated plot, you can create that movie or that video. Okay. So what is the procedure for creating that video? So let's see. So I'm just writing that in some different file. Obviously, I will modify this code. So what are the additional steps or additional code that I have to include here to create one movie? Okay. So I'm just creating another program. So that is edit animated or animate underscore program 6. So I just copy this complete program. Okay. Yes. Now I want to create movie. So just to create a movie or create a video, what are the additional commands that required? So let's see. So by putting those commands, you can make uh, any animated figure in a movie, right? So these are the commands. Okay. So here, first of all, we have to use this function video writer. Okay, video writer, and after that you have to give the file name. You can give any file name. So here I have given live plot. Okay, or animated plot. You can give any name. After that, so this is stored in some objective. So again, from day one, I am saying whatever you are writing in left hand side, that is of your choice, right? So I have written obj. By default in MATLAB, they write V for video. Because in program I have used V, I think somewhere. So I just, yes, in this program, yeah, in this program I have not used. So you can use a V also, or you can use anything. So here I am writing objective. Okay. So obviously it will create one object for video writer. Okay. After that, you can set frame rate also. How many frames you are capturing. Okay. So this rate will decide the length of the video. Okay. Or we can say the speed of the speed of that plotting, right? If you take this less, suppose you take 1, then your video length will be long. If you are taking more frames, then your video length will be small, right? Or your figure will be plotted according to that. So by varying these frame rates, you can test that. So I just checked. I found that this 10 frame rate is suitable for our plot, what we have generated. In the same pace, we are getting that plot in video. So I selected this frame rate 10. So objective dot frame rate. So that means I am just modifying the frame rate of this object. Okay. So obviously we have to create this. After that, you have to open the object. Whenever you want to create some video, you want to generate some video, you have to open this object. Once you open this object, now you can write video by using this object. Okay. But obviously I want to capture current frame. Okay. So we have one get frame, and get frame GCF. GCF is again not new thing. GCF is get current figure. So this is the handle of figure. So it capture current figure or current axis basically, right? Current figure. So whatever is plotted in that figure, it will capture that. So it will capture that frame, and that frame will write into a video. Okay. After this whole process is over, then just close the object. So these are the steps just to create one video through a set of images or set of figures. Okay. So now what are the suitable places just to put these codes for video creation? I hope that is very straightforward. So object you can create anywhere. Okay. So simply I create object here. So I write obj. Okay. Or you can take v, any variable you can take. So I write video video writer. Okay. And I take here file name. So animated plot, suppose, dot avi. Okay. So I would take the file name also. So this is the object. Okay. After that I set the frame rate, object dot frame rate stand. After this, open object. So I can do this process before the loop. Okay, before loop I can do this process. After this, because each frame for each value of k, one figure is created. Okay, so I want to write that figure. So before this pause, everything is over up to this point. I want to write that. Okay, so it's a video. Yeah. So before that, yeah, we have done with these steps. Now I have to capture that frame. After that, I will write video. Okay. So first I will capture frame in some variable frame. So I take frame, then get frame, okay, and get current figure. After that, I simply write video, right. So let's see whether we are writing right video. Video right is not the correct. So I'm just committing mistake. Right video. Yeah, this is the correct function. And I have to use that object, okay, obj, and set the frame rate. So that is a current frame like this. Okay. Yes. And after the program, just close that object. Over. So these are the steps. So in any plot, you can put these steps to create one movie or one video. Okay. So obviously this will create it in at this path itself, because we have written simply file name here, right? So this will create it in current directory itself. So I just run this. Yes. Okay. So here you can check animated plot. So here this animated plot.avi is created. Okay. Once this will over, this because it's VG. Yes. Now it's fine. It's over. Now if I go to that folder, so this is the folder, right? So if I go to this folder, I can check here animated plot. Yes. If I click on this and open with anything, media player, you can check. So now it is playing in a media player simply. So any video player that can play this video. So for any animated plot, you can create this movie or this video. Yes, this is clear, or any doubt in this?
Yes, sir. It is clear and it is wonderful.
Yes. So actually, just to make all these things more attractive, so I just included this session, and based on some demand, but unfortunately the demanding person is not here. Yeah, I was thinking that actually, but obviously maybe timing clashing, because he's continuously, he or she, I don't know. So he's continuously observing or watching videos regularly. So just commented, yes, you have finished all these things. So please include this thing. So I was just thinking about, or I was just trying to include this in my course, animation. So I think it is interesting, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is worthful.
Yeah. So somewhere during presentation, it may give some good impression, right? So yes. Now if you have any query, you can ask, and otherwise for today I have planned this stuff basically.
No worries, sir. Thank you.